Go for it, Bree.
Okay. So 3 quick announcements for today. November is not over yet. So you still have your chance to hit. All you have to earn is 1 Success Club point, and that will qualify you to reserve your step when launch day happens next Monday. What up? And then 6 challenge packs are $20 off still. So again, another great deal for November. Danielle was sharing some awesome ideas this morning about how to capitalize on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals and the $20 off that we have for challenge packs right now. So use that to your advantage. And speaking of Cyber Mondays, I know you like to hear me talk about those leggings I love so much. If you haven't checked out what's on sale on teambeachbody.com, you should totally do it. That's all I've got. Happy Monday.
Thanks, Bree. Gotta love her energy. All right, guys, I know we have some challengers popping on. If you guys see anybody and they're not muted, if you can mute them, that would be great. So tonight is really, really special. I asked Lindsayann a couple weeks ago now. I was like, I'm coming back from Thanksgiving. When are you free? So just to give you a background, Lindsayann, we have a mix of challengers and coaches on here because I thought it would be a good opportunity for them to hear all about the program from all points of view. So Lindsayann is a mama of 3. She has 2 twin girls and a boy, and she lives in Athens, Georgia. And I've known her for almost 2 years now, which is so wild. We're actually on the market council in Atlanta. Well, I'm moving, but we have been. So we run a lot of events together. And we've gone to Coach Summit together. We've traveled together. She's just such an awesome person. She's a retired teacher. She's been coaching, I don't know, over 4 years, just like me, I think. And she's been in the test group with Shanti the past couple of weeks. So when there's a new program that's launching, Beachbody has a small group of coaches test the program out like in a separate Facebook group. You guys know I did it for Shift Shop last summer. And so it's a real honor to be in that sort of experience. And I know she hasn't really shared that much with many teams. So we are very honored and privileged to hear from her. I'm sure she's going to give a little bit of insight into like baseline, what is the program, why you guys need to be a part of it, how you can really share this with your own challengers. And honestly, I think this is a great program to also bring your spouse into. So I'm really excited to hear her perspective because I know she's a busy mama. And if she can fit in 20 minutes a day, freaking anybody can. So thank you for giving us time away from your family to spend with us. And I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me, guys. I am so pumped about sharing this program with you guys because it's that amazing. So I'm a huge Shanti fan, have been for a very long time. And honestly, I will tell you, when I found out that there was going to be a Shanti program with a step, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, what is going to happen on this step? Like, we're going to be dancing. This is going to be like 80s aerobics. Like, I didn't even know what to think. And then when they said it was 20 minutes, I was like, yeah, right. We're not going to get any work done in 20 minutes. Well, I need to take my foot and insert it in my mouth because that is not at all what happened over the last, I guess it's been almost 10 weeks now. So we started at the end of September. The program is 6 weeks. So we did the first round, 6-week program. And then we are actually in the second, I guess you would kind of say phase, if we're thinking back to some other programs, the hybrid calendar that now includes weights. So the first 6 weeks, it's 6 days a week for 6 weeks for 20 minutes a day. And that's it, guys. There's no added workouts. There's no, oh, you have to do 20 minutes and then you do something else. It is literally 20 minutes. So that 20 minutes, you are working. There is no breaks. There is no water. There is nothing except working out. So, but don't worry. If you are a beginner, there is a wonderful modifier. She does the entire workout without a step. I don't recommend doing the entire workout without a step. You do need to challenge yourself, but it's really awesome to see maybe a more difficult move done without the step. Especially that first week, I will tell you that getting used to your step is definitely an adjustment, but nothing to be fearful of. Sean reminds us like literally every couple of minutes to look at your step, keep your eyes on your step. And you are not just using your feet on this step. Your entire body is on this step at some point of the workouts each day. There are different workouts every single day for the 6 weeks, basically kind of like 80-day obsession where we're not repeating workouts. It's a new workout every single day. There are some really cool things that I want to kind of tell you in detail about, and they are called transformers. Each day you have 3 transformers. These are really basically for your own competition. You're competing with yourself every single day and week with these 3 moves. So within your 20-minute workout, there are 3 transformers. And these transformers, one comes about usually 5 to 6 minutes in, and then there's one about 14 to 15 minutes, and then one at the very end. So for example, today's workout is called Burn. And so Burn is burn every Monday. That makes sense. Is that I'm hopefully making you guys understand that. So the transformers in Burn are the same every single week, but the whole workout is not the same. So on Monday of week 1, my transformers are the same as week 2 and week 3 and so on. So you're writing down how many reps you do of that transformer each week, each day, but then you're comparing your numbers each week to each burn. So it's really freaking cool because I thought I was so amazing on day 1 and I was like, yeah, I did 57. And then the next week I was like, holy cow, I can do so many more. And like, basically that was awful last week, but not really, because you are competing with yourself. So you're wanting to beat your reps every time. And he is hilarious. And you don't have a lot of time to write down your numbers. You will get this really awesome dry erase. Can you guys see that? Dry erase board, and it has a place for your T1, T2, and T3 is your transformers for each week. And you literally, this will be a hot mess because you are writing so fast. Because he says that we learned how to write in kindergarten and we should not be taking a long time. So you just have that to the side of your workout. That is literally the only break you get, is to write your number down. So those transformers happen every single day, but they're different for each workout. So burn is, Monday, then we have faster, stronger, powerful, cut, and balanced. So you'll have transformers for each of those each week. Also, what's really cool about this program there are 3 chapters to this program. So the first chapter is called Commit. And so that whole 2 weeks is you just mentally and physically committing to this program. It is not a program that is, not for the weary, I guess you would say, but I also don't want to scare people away from it either. It's amazing. And I would recommend this program to anyone that is willing to commit. And then the next chapter is Climb. So you're climbing, which means things are getting a little bit more tough. And the workouts, you're using different parts of your body more intensely than others. And then the last chapter is Conquer. And so you are conquering all that you have done in the last weeks. You will get these awesome, I haven't put mine on yet, these awesome stickers to put on your step for each chapter. So it's really fun to be able to put them on your step and be like, yeah, I did the Commit chapter and the Climb and then the Conquer. It's just really fun to have them on your step. And then my favorite part of the entire program, and as the test group people, we didn't have the documents printed for us until we just are getting them in the mail this past week. We had everything PDF form, but this I think is my favorite part of the program, completely besides the workouts, is this transformer. This is your transformation tracker. So you are going to get this little, it's already bound for you, tracker, and in it is basically like a journal. So every day Sean is talking to you about my light is really bright, sorry, but it's like you put and it kind of is like a combo of 2B Mindset. If you've done anything with 2B Mindset with the the journaling and the writing down and all of your food and your nutrition, or excuse me, your food and your water and your sleep. So it's kind of like this. You're going to have, you put your workout, if you did any bonus workouts, which he does not tell you to do in phase or in the first 6 weeks, your weight, how you feel, what you ate, and it even has the portion tallies, your Shakeology, your performance, your water, if you had any cups of coffee, any cups of coffee or tea. He asks you how much you laughed that day, which is like my favorite. And then your sleep is really important, and daily challenges and how did I conquer them. So, and then he has a Shawnformation is what he calls them, a Shawnformation at the end for you to read every day. So this for me was really amazing to track while I was doing this program because of course, physically things were transforming, but more so mentally and emotionally. And it was really cool to see that played out in this like journal kind of thing that I had. And also it just really helps with your nutrition. So I'll kind of talk a little bit about nutrition. So there's 2 options you can do with Transform 20. You can follow the containers, and there is a whole nutrition guide with your, how to figure out your weight and how many containers you should have, just like any other Beachbody program that we have. You also can follow To Be Mindset, which really excited me because I traveled probably 3 of the 6 weeks that I was in this test group. And I at first was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fail at this because I'm traveling and my schedule's crazy and I have 3 kids and their schedules and all. And then I realized, no, it's okay. I can do To Be Mindset. And I just need to be really conscious of, water, first, veggies most, and all of that, and, portioning out my plate the way that I needed it to be. So those 2 options are totally fine. You will see results either way because this program is designed to really push you. But also then if you're following either To Be Mindset or containers, you will be fine. I would choose the one that you're most comfortable with and the one that you really feel like you're going to follow through with. If you think you're just going to do To Be Mindset and then just kind of do your own, I don't even know, then go to the containers. But if the containers stress you out and freak you out, don't do it. Go to Be Mindset. But whatever you're kind of maybe currently doing, or if you want to amp it up and change it, it's totally fine. When I started this program, I was not at a point in my journey that I needed to shed a lot of weight. I wasn't trying to, lose a lot of weight. I've lost 50 pounds with Beachbody programs, so I was pretty comfortable in my weight. Now I want to do toning and all of that. And so I really focused on To Be Mindset because it, for me, was just better for me to live that lifestyle, especially with my personal lifestyle, and then also still get results and toning and all of that with that. There's something else I was going to tell you, and then I will take any questions because I know there's probably a lot of them. But the hybrid calendar, the second calendar that you get, so you're going to get all of these calendars and all of these materials when you purchase. The hybrid calendar that we're doing now, we're on week 4, has 2 days of weighted workouts. And so Sean even says, don't you go pick up 25-pound weights when you do this workout. Y'all, I'm doing it with 8-pound weights and am sore. Okay, 8-pound weights. I'm like, I just came off 80 Obsession and Lift 4 where I was using like massive amounts of weight, but it's not needed with this. So I'm using 8-pound weights, and it is so fun. It's just 2 days a week of putting some weights with the step. And so it's just, it's a cool way to mix it up. And then, have that different, I know some people really, really love weights and they miss it if they're doing a lot of cardio. I do get a lot of questions. Is this an only HIIT program? I am going to say it's like 85%, or maybe 80%. There is a lot of, you don't realize that, like, you're laying on the step, not a lot, but you're laying on the step. You're doing a lot of ab work, leg work. I mean, there's a lot of toning moves going on. It's not just cardio, like, go fast. Now Mondays, yes, be prepared. Monday is burn and you are burning. you are going full out in your HIIT. But throughout the week, it gets more focused in areas. And Friday is, I think, probably one of my favorite. It's called Cut. And that is exactly what it is. It's just literally cutting all the different areas of your body. And then Saturday is called balanced. And it is, if you can imagine a slow Shanti workout, that's what it is. It's not super slow, but it's slow for him. And it's a really good stretch with the step. Like I said, you're on that step pretty much the whole workout every single day. So there's hardly any moves that are completely off the step unless you're modifying and then you're beside your step. But I will say that I've done, I don't even know, I probably should tally how many full Beachbody programs I've done. And this is literally my favorite, not because I was in the test group, not because, you know, it's 20 minutes or anything like that, because the things that happen to me emotionally and physically and mentally have been life-changing. I had a very traumatic event happen in week 3 of this program to me personally, and I don't think I would have gotten through that personal event if I was not doing this program. And that is not because of, you know, the actual physical workouts. It's because of it mentally pushing me and making me work through things that I just didn't even know that a workout could help me get through. So 20 minutes is, just think about it, it's 20 minutes of like pure therapy from Shanti. If you've ever heard any of his Insta stories or any of his motivational speeches or read his book, they are, I mean, he's amazing. And he focuses way more on that type of motivation in his workouts with this program than he has in his other past programs. So it's more of a mental transformation. I think you're obviously going to get physical transformations, but it's really amazing what can happen in 20 minutes for yourself. So, okay. I see some chatting. I wasn't reading it while I was talking, but you guys can just like unmute yourself and ask questions if you want. Danielle, is that okay? Okay. So literally I'm an open book. Ask me whatever you want.
Hey, Lindsayann, how much space do you need to do it?
Okay, not a lot. I did this workout. I do it in my like living room area, but it's not big. I don't have a big living room. I do it on my foyer. So the foyer of my house, so pretty small. I think it a pretty small area. I do recommend if you have like hardwood floors, if you're not working out on carpets or any other type of flooring, to use your Beachbody comfort mat underneath your step so your step does not go sliding because that will happen, and it happened to me. And I have some bloopers that I'm going to share later on my Insta stories, but I didn't want to scare people before the program came out, but they're really funny. I didn't get super hurt, but you don't need a lot of space. I worked out in a cruise bedroom, like a room on a cruise, whatever that's called, and a hotel room. I've taken my step everywhere. You can check it on a plane. You can check it on a cruise ship. And I don't think I talked about this. Do y'all want me to go get my step? There's 3 different levels that you can take off and put on your step. So you can keep it. Okay, I'll go get it really quick. Just hang tight.
If you guys want to type any other questions in the chat while we're waiting for Lindsayann, that would be helpful, so she can just kind of like fire off answers and we can make best use of her time. And hopefully this was helpful.
So this is the step. And I just have I have 1 level on right now. So this is your base, is the green or the yellow. And then you have a 2nd level and then a 3rd, and they just snap on like so. And then, well, it does snap on. Okay, there it goes. So you can have it higher, but then also if you're traveling or if you just want to store them, I'm not making this very graceful. You can store them right here inside your step. So I, just so you guys know, I kept it on this level for the first 6 weeks and the second 6 weeks. When I start in January with everybody, I'm going to add the 3rd, just because I feel like I'll be at that point where I can add on some more.
Hey, Lindsayann, while you're on equipment, and then Claire has a question in the chat.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody who's like, I don't really know if I need the actual step?
Yes. Okay, I definitely am going to say you do need the step and you do need Beachbody step. I went to one of the gyms when I was at a hotel. I had had my step with me, but I was like, oh, I'll just see if one of their steps like is equivalent, I guess you would say. And I mean, this was just one hotel gym, so who knows, but it's not the same. And I because Shanti is using the step in so many different ways, and he is using it with this Beachbody step, I highly recommend only getting the Beachbody step. Don't go order one off Amazon. So make sure you order on December 4th so they don't sell out. But I highly recommend just doing the Beachbody step. Because then you know exactly what Sean's saying throughout the workout. And a lot of times you're not able to really stop and look at him. You're listening to him. And so you just need to have the step that he has so you know like what he's doing with it.
Plus it's a test group, y'all. Trust in Shanti.
That's right.
All right. Do you see the chat questions?
I am making it where I can. I hide it when I'm talking, you know, because you're like.
Yeah. Or I can read them too.
Okay, is Claire's the first one so far?
Yeah.
Okay, any advice for postpartum breastfeeding mamas looking to, okay, yes. Okay, so we have lots of pregnant and breastfeeding mamas in the test group. And obviously with nutrition, you guys, you know, like a lot of times you just need to add more containers and things like that, lots of water, all of that. But I will say, yes, modifying, listening to your body clearly. The modifier, you are still going to get a great workout in if you're doing the modified workout. Like you are still going to get results. Mary Catherine Allen, she's one of my best friends, and she's she was in the pilot test group with us. She was 7 weeks postpartum when we started the program, and her results are amazing, y'all. She breastfeeds exclusively, and she did a 2 mindset nutrition. She did not do containers, and still, I mean, her results are incredible. And she did have to modify a great deal the first 2 weeks, just because she had it was her second C-section, and she had a hernia, and she was just a new mom. And so, yeah, just modify, like you said, and just listen to your body, and don't stress about the nutrition, because feeding your baby is more important. That's just coming from a mama. Did that answer your question, Claire? I don't know which one Claire is. Okay. Did you do the workout with sneakers on? I see. Okay. Yes, I definitely did the workout completely with shoes on, and I have some really, really comfortable like Adidas tennis shoes, and I kind of don't wear them as much as I should be wearing like my tighter Nikes, because you're on and off the step so much. Like my Adidas are great for like 80-day obsession, where you're just kind of moseying around and lifting weights. But this, you're moving the entire time. So yes, wear your shoes and socks. And I did see people doing it barefoot in our test group. I don't know how, but yeah, I would do tennis shoes completely. Yes.
All right. I have a few other questions, and if you guys want to keep typing, go for it. That's what exactly Liz read my mind. Talk about what performance line and Shakeology you use for this program, especially coming from maybe like some of these are coaches. So you guys are going to be talking to challengers that are going to be like, I don't know if I need Shakeology or performance line. Speak a little bit to that.
Yes. So I used Shakeology every single day in the test group, and obviously now even I'm still in the test group, but the hybrid calendar. I used Energize every single day, and I know some people are like, oh, Energize is only for like 30 or 40 minute work. No, y'all, I don't even want to hear any of that. This is Shanti. You need Energize if his workout was 5 minutes. Like, yes, Energize. You won't last through a workout. Sorry, I'll just be really honest with you. Energize is required with this program. It is totally necessary, and I definitely recommend drinking it a good bit before, your 30 minutes before your workout if you can. If not, take a shot of it. I don't know, but get it in your system, because it is definitely necessary. At first, I didn't know if I was going to really need recover, because I just come off lift 4 where you definitely need recover. You're lifting a lot, all of that. And so I did. I stuck with it. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I definitely needed it. This is a workout you've never done before. So you know how it is. Every time we get a new workout, our bodies are changing and getting sore in places that we didn't think were possible. And I told y'all at the beginning of this call, I was like, 20 minutes? Yeah, right. Like, this isn't going to do anything. That was a big mistake. So Recover, yes, every single day I drink it. And then obviously my Shakeology, I drink every single day. And I really think that had a lot to do with my results because like I said, I was traveling. I was really busy. My schedule was not the same throughout the 6 weeks, but I was consistent with all of those things. The supplements and the performance line and all that. And so it was I think it's totally a huge part of my results because I've done programs where I haven't been as strict with my Shakeology and performance, and I can tell a difference for sure. So yes, do it all, do them all. I don't do recharge personally, but I know people in the test group did. And so I think, all of that is definitely necessary. And hydrate is, I just love hydrate, but you don't have time to drink during the workout. So if you want to drink it, like I sometimes mix my Energize and hydrate together, but you don't have time to drink during the workout. So don't even make yourself a drink. You'll just drink afterwards. So, okay, hang on. Oh, any guys in the test group? Okay. Yes, there were guys in the test group. And for this second hybrid, we've all had a chance to invite another guy into the test group because it was more heavily women, obviously, because there's a lot more women Beachbody coaches than there are men. But we had a lot of men, or not, excuse me, a lot. We didn't have a lot at the beginning. We had men do it and they had really great results as well. And now they're adding more men into our hybrid second calendar to see their results as well. So you'll see some results of men floating around. There's not as many as women. But yeah, there was definitely guys in the test group and they really enjoyed it. And okay, yes, about your fiance doing it with a partner, definitely highly recommend it. So my husband, he does everything except the workouts with Beachbody. So that's the only problem with him. But I think I've talked him into doing it with me in January because you see me been doing it for 2 months now. And he's like, okay, looks really fun. 20 minutes right up his alley. So I definitely recommend inviting someone. It's so fun to do together. I didn't really get to do it much with other people because obviously I was by myself. But my coach and two of my other really close coaches were in the test group. And so we got to work out together at our retreat and that was super fun. So yeah, definitely have somebody do it with you.
I'm just calling out Jacqueline's husband, Michael, because he's listening in.
Yeah.
It's going to be his first test group. And lots of your spouses. I know. And Vinny. Okay, the other question I was thinking of, and you guys, if you have any more, keep adding them. Was there anybody in the test group that had was on vegan plans? Was that possible? I know you talked a little bit about 2B Mindset and the containers, but is that pretty similar to other programs where it's really adaptable?
Yes, super adaptable. One of my coaches that was in the test group is vegan and she totally did it, completely was able to follow her meal plan, all of that. The only thing is, obviously Recover is not that. But other than that, yes, vegan is totally fine. I'm pretty sure it's even in the nutrition guide. I'm not 100% because I'm not vegan, so I didn't really look at that too closely, but and there's a million so yummy recipes in here to go along with the meal plan. But like I said, you can do containers or 2B Mindset, and Sean even talks about that a good amount. And we talked about it in the test group, so he's totally on board with 2B Mindset. I know it's very new to a lot of our trainers, and so they're not not saying they're not on board, but he is totally for it. And so I think you guys know, if you followed Shanti for 2 seconds, he follows the 80-20 rule. So 2B Mindset goes hand in hand with that. So yeah, vegan was totally possible. Containers or 2B Mindset is perfect for the meal plan.
I have another question. So how would you, as we're talking to people who are interested and they're like, oh, 20 minutes, that's not going to work. I'm not going to get results. You said you had the same mindset. So how would you overcome that objection talking to people who are skeptical?
So definitely showing results before and afters is one way I would definitely talk to them about that objection and just say, you know, like, and even say like for you, like maybe you feel that way. You're like, I don't know either, you know, like I'm kind of in the same boat. I can't wait to do this with you. You know, like showing the before and afters. Also just kind of like not testing them, but this is, I feel like my inner Danielle's coming out. Like, be like, okay, let's just do this for 2 weeks and see what you think, you know, like just let's do it and let's see what happens. And if you don't like it, then you can return it all. I mean, hopefully you would not do that. But just kind of challenging them. And then you being, because this is my first being on this side of a launch. And I know how it is to be on the other side of launches where you're like, I didn't do the program. I don't really know. But trusting those before and afters and then just hearing from people that have been in the test group is definitely just go from that and just really own it. Like, you know that this program is going to work. I mean, it is. But just like you're going to be going alongside of them. You're going to be doing it with them. So, you know, that whole, like, let's do this together. Let's see what this 20 minutes is really all about. And then also just referencing Sean's other programs that they may be familiar with, you know, like most people know what Insanity is. A lot of people, you know, like T25, that's a good one people know. So like people know T25 worked and it's only 5 minutes more, you know, kind of thing. So just really talking about the trainer, and privately, not all over your social media, but like behind the scenes, like talking about him and his reputation and his programs that, you know, maybe you've done Insanity Max 30 and you have these great results. Show them that too, so they can see your physical results from another Shaun T program.
Lindsayann, what would you recommend preparing for this program going up until January? I know we are running a team-wide kind of sneak peek into Transform 20 right now. And so I know a lot of girls are like coming off of Shift Shop or maybe finishing 80-Day Obsession. What would you recommend from 2 points of view? Somebody who has been active and maybe knows programs and loves being on them and that sort of thing, and maybe somebody who's either recommitting to their journey or starting their journey to prepare. What are you recommending to your girls?
Okay, so if you have been around the block and you have done, let's just say 2 or 3 at least programs from start to finish, you need to do a month of max 30. So start and just do max 30 and go all out. Push yourself, because that will prepare you completely. If you are newer and you are maybe just starting or maybe have just dabbled a little bit, when you purchase on December 4th, Sean is going to send you a hybrid calendar. I got my hands on it today and it's amazing. And it's going to have some of the sneak peeks in that. So he's made a complete hybrid program from all of his previous programs, including the sneak peeks of Transform 20. So if you are a beginner and you purchase on December 4th, start that calendar he's going to send you that you're going to get when you purchase, because it is such a good combination of different workouts that he's already done that is definitely going to prep you for it. And also, I mean, if you're if you've been a challenger for a while, you know, you could follow that too. But I think to amp it up, it would just be good for you just to go max 30 for the next 30 days until we start. But yeah, that would be it. And if you are brand new and maybe don't want to hop around, T25 is always a really great program to get familiar with, familiar with Shaun T and his format of workouts. So Max 30 is my favorite program of all time anyway. So, well, besides this now, but
maybe if she's lucky, she'll share the hybrid calendar with us, y'all.
Yes, I will. I'll send it to Danielle after this call, but don't tell anybody.
Okay, we'll keep it a secret. What else do you guys want to know? You got her on the hot seat. Burning questions? Nothing. Maybe speak to like travel. I know you mentioned briefly like you had a hard time your 3rd week. How is a test group experience different than just being a challenger or just maybe doing something by yourself? Because I think our community is very motivated with test groups, but we also have challengers that maybe haven't found their program. Why is this one the one that's going to be really different and something to commit to?
So obviously when I was in the pilot test group, Danielle knows because she's been in one. It's like the challenge group of all challenge groups, because it's like this group of people who've been chosen for this, you know. But just talking about test groups, like the one we will begin in January with Shanti. Y'all, he's in there every single day. He's going to show up every single day. He's either going to make a post or a video or something. And that right there, just knowing that that trainer is in that group with me, like, I don't want to fail. I don't want to not show up. Like, he's there, you know, supporting me. And like I've always said about Shanti, I felt like I already kind of personally knew him just from his workouts, like not even meeting him in real life. And then I did. But before meeting him, like when you work out with him, you feel like you're kind of already with him. But being in a test group, you are with him, y'all. You're like his. Like, he is going to, it's basically like a family. You are going to be so close. This community that you have within your challenge groups with Danielle and your coaches here is amazing. But when you get into a test group with the trainer, the person who created the program and is giving you tips and tricks and just really encouraging you like all out, it's unreal. So if you have been thinking about whether or not you're going to do the test group, like, I don't think it should be an option. I think you should just do it, because I promise you, it will help with your results. And it's because you're going to be held accountable in a different way than you've ever have before. And also, you're going to see all these other people showing up. People who are having crappy days, people who have 5 kids, people who lost their job, or, you know, whatever the situation is, they're showing up for themselves every single day. So you're not going to want to not show up for yourself and for the group. So definitely recommend. Test groups are like no other. I feel like, you know, like there's programs in the past that test groups have been, you know, really beneficial to staying on track. This one is going to be really beneficial for you not giving up and not quitting, because, you know, about a weekend you could be like, I'm not doing this anymore, even though it's just 20 minutes a day. But it's, you know, it's a commitment that you're making to yourself. And a lot of times when we do that to ourselves, we just quit. But if you're making a commitment to this group and having Sean there with you every single day, I don't think you're going to quit.
Yeah, I would add one more thing to that. It's beneficial when we're all doing the same day, the same time, pressing play. There's power in that community and that feeling of like, Steph, you can't skip today. Like, we both did burn today, you know? So yeah. I think that for at least me has been the game changer in the ultimate commitment, that it's like FOMO. You don't want to miss out on today's workout and see what it feels like. Or watch Jacqueline do her workout at 5 a.m. and be like, oh crap, I got to get up and do it too.
Yep. I saw a really good question. What about additional workouts, and how often did you use those, and what should you do? So for the first 6 weeks, I did no additional workouts. Sean did not want us doing any of the additional workouts. There's like overachievers, obviously. And I know there's going to be some of you that are like, well, I'm going to still run 5 miles a day. No. Okay, you do you, girl, but you don't need to. Because I literally stuck to the program 6 weeks, no additional workouts, nothing besides the workouts, and got results. I'll send Danielle my before and after so you guys can see. This hybrid calendar, I haven't really done additional workouts, but I have done the weighted workouts. So it's not additional, it's just trading out the workouts 2 days a week for the weighted workouts. So, but there are additional, they did add on like a 10-minute, I don't even know the names of them because I never even did them, y'all. There are, I don't know where it is. That's bad. But that just goes to show you that you don't really have to do the additional ones, but he does have them on there for you because he knows there are people that want to do the extra and want to do, more abs or more whatever. So I think they're only like 10-minute or 15, maybe 15 at the most minute additional workouts on there. Yes, there's half marathon girl, there's like Orange Theory people, all that. Yeah, it's good. You can do that, but you don't have to do it if you want results. Would you say this is an intermediate Yes. Okay. So I go back and forth on this because I want everyone to do Transform 20, and I feel like it is for everybody. But I will say that it is not a beginner program in the sense of someone who has never done any physical activity or has hundreds of pounds to lose. And I would start them off with T25 or size or something like that so they could get a Sean T program. And that is easy to do now here, end of November. You still have that 140 challenge pack, or beginning of December, and then they join you in January. So I don't want to turn people away from it, but I also know what the program entails. And if you're, even if you're like between 7 and 9 months pregnant, I really wouldn't recommend doing it either. With balance, it's just the balance of being on the step. If you're really good and your balance is great, then I would definitely, do it. Try it very heavily modified, but it's definitely an intermediate program for sure. And yes, you can do 2B or the containers. It's your choice. And yeah, totally fine either way.
Okay, Lindsayann, does anybody else have any other questions? I don't want to but I want to make use of your time. What is your biggest piece of advice that you're giving your team right now to take advantage? We're coming up December 4th is the day that this launches. And so what are you doing both in your own business and helping your team to really make the most out of this? And if you guys haven't watched the champions training on this for my coaches, get your booties in that, because that was really, really helpful. But maybe just speaking from your own point of view, Lindsayan's just like us. She's a busy mom. So if she can do this and her team can do this, then this is like huge looking forward into 2019. You guys know you have Disney coming up and things like that. So yeah, just speak to any ideas. We'd love to hear any insight you have.
Yes. So Insta Stories is basically where I run my business. I do post on Facebook and Instagram, but Insta Stories is really where I do all my connecting and where I have found the most precious people ever. So Insta Stories is where I'm really leveraging this launch. I just started tonight. I've been talking about it for a couple of days. I have this big surprise. I can't wait to share with you guys. And what I'm doing is for the next 7 days, because tomorrow is 1 week from launch day. It's literally like Christmas for me, y'all. I am posting 3 to 5-ish slides on my Insta story specifically about Transform 20. So you don't have to have done the program to do this. You can find before and afters from other people who have done the program. There's tons out there. And I can send some to Danielle so you guys can have them as well. But, and then I'm talking about like the length of the program, but not all in one day, just a little bit each day. And I'm doing a giveaway. So I'm doing, if they follow and then kind of participate throughout the week, click my poll or answer the question or anything like that, then, excuse me, on Tuesday, if they purchase on launch day, I am sending them Shanti's book, a headband, some supplements, and a gift card. And that is, I'm going to draw a winner. So just something really fun. It doesn't have to be that, that much. You could do a smaller giveaway, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. But I'm building up the excitement and the hype of that with each day, sharing a little different part of the workout. So what you've heard from me tonight on this call, you could break that up into 7 different little posts throughout the week, sharing a before and after one day and kind of talking about, oh, this was a postpartum mom or, busy person or whatever it is that you want to share about that person. Obviously that's true about the person. And then nutrition, I'm going to talk about that one day. I'm going to talk about the length of the workout. I'm going to talk about the step, things like that. Just little bits and pieces. Because if you just hold up your phone and talk through 15 Insta stories, people are going to skip through it and not listen. But if they know I'm sharing a little tiny portion every day and there's some sort of participation, you're going to be more willing to listen and to follow along. Also, if you have not been collecting emails from people, or if you haven't started, start today. And just, you can do a little link tree in your bio of your Instagram or, Google form or something, and send them information. Go ahead and send them the packages, the pricing packages and all that. Get them excited and tell them, I can't wait to give you more information, or, for you to join me and give them more information. That's really important too. I call them my VIP girls. And so they're just sending me their email and then I'm sending them an email about the details of the program. I'm also hosting a free group this week with Shanti programs. And so that's another way. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You could do it this upcoming weekend where you could just do a 3-day free group. And that's a really great way to leverage it too. So they can do the 14-day trial bod and see Shanti's programs, see what Beachbody on Demand is all about, and then convert them on the 4th to, a challenger of yours.
One other thing I wanted to mention, and maybe Lindsayann can hype this a little bit, they are doing, like they have done for a lot of the other programs, a free kind of sneak peek workout with Shaun T. It's not specifically Transform 20, but it's kind of preparing for it. And another reason to be at Super Saturday, again, all this information is in that video that is in our team page, so you guys can go search for it. But, and this is for coaches I'm speaking to, you guys are going to have that free workout to give to people you're talking to that can kind of test out without buying anything, without signing up for anything. They can literally just go on the link and try it. So, Lindsayann, are you using that at all? And then Super Saturday, why they should be there, and then we can finish it.
Yes. So yeah, definitely using the workout for anyone that just sends me their email address. Basically, that's all I need, because then I have their email address to contact them and send them more information and, you know, all of that. So like I'll do like I'm calling it basically like Christmas Eve. So like next Monday night, I'm going to send out a big email to every person that I have their email address for this, and just, you know, send them out some more information and say like, are you ready? Tomorrow's the day, you know, kind of just building up a lot of excitement about it. And then yes, Super Saturday, if you don't go to Super Saturday, you definitely need to go. It's amazing. But also there's going to be, you know, so much information and hype about the program and just getting you really geared up and ready for it. So don't miss it. Find it in your back office where your next local one is and go. You won't regret it.
Yeah, they filmed like a special workout with Shaun T for Super Saturday that they're only playing at Super Saturday. So just another reason to go.
Yes.
Do you guys have any other questions or comments? Was this helpful? I know when you speak on calls, everybody wants to hear love, because I know Lindsayann has been keeping this close to her heart. They weren't even allowed to share like workout moves for a while. So I know that's really hard for somebody who shares workout videos every day.
It was really hard. I kept having to say like, I promise I worked out today. Like I have no proof, but.
Lindsayann, can you send me the name of that
yes.
girl that was 7 weeks postpartum? Because Claire's pretty much right there.
It's Mary Catherine Allen, but I'll definitely send the name to Danielle too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really, really appreciate it. And I know all of my girls are going to take this and run with it and make Lindsayann proud, make Shaun T proud, and make yourselves proud. And I'm really excited for our team to take this program by storm. I mean, guys, if people can't find 20 minutes a day, I don't know what you're doing with your life, right? Yeah. So it's going to be huge. And just so you guys know, this is the 20th anniversary of Beachbody is when Transform 20 launches. And Shaun T is one of the original trainers. So it's just like a full circle moment. If there's ever a time to really commit to your journey, it's now, and start preparing and get your head in the game with serving others and serving yourself on this journey. So, thank you, Lindsayann, for being here. Thank y'all for being here and giving your time. You better have taken an Instagram story selfie, and you better be tagging Lindsayann and thanking her, because it's the best when you get all those notifications.
No, sweet.
Well, I hope you guys have an awesome night. It is moving night for me, or moving week. But I will see you guys on the workout tomorrow morning.
Bye, guys.